Hi, I'm Gabby, and this is Dr. Sarmad Channo. We're going to get to know him a little bit today. So, Dr. Channo, what made you decide to study orthodontics?
It's actually a funny story. I used to work in a practice that that they have an orthodontist in there. So he's a very nice guy. I used to see him always come into the office and come in with a really nice, nice looking shirt and tie and all that. And I'm in my scrubs, and then during the day I can have a breather a little bit, and I come and I see him sitting down and reading a newspaper and drinking coffee, and me working really hard. And then at the end of the day, I'm really tired, and he's still sitting down and reading his newspaper. So I was like, I want to be like him one day. So that's how I kind of got into learning a little bit more about ortho and how can I be like the orthodontist. So that's how it all started.
What made you pick progressive ortho over another program?
A friend of mine who recommended this program for me, and he was telling me that this is a very comprehensive program, and he learned a lot, and then that's how I kind of look into it, and then I got into this program.
Is there a lot of demand in your area for ortho?
There's always demand for ortho. It's actually the way that we look at it is those patients are coming into our practice every day. Is we have to be trained to look for those cases, and then always patients and parents specifically, they come into the office and then they always ask us, hey, is my son or daughter ready for braces yet? So it's there's always demand for ortho, but we just need to see where those patients are.
Do you get to rest now, or is it still busy?
Well, actually, I still do general practice, just like any other general practice. But now, my ortho patients, I have someone take care of them while I'm doing something else. So, but I have some ortho days actually that I do in my practice, and those are my best days because I really have to sit down and kind of put my feet up on my desk, and then someone else is working for me. So that's a good thing about that. So.
Nice.
And those are my good days.
So what kind of challenges did you have starting orthodontics or incorporating orthodontics into your practice?
I don't want to call those challenges. It's pretty much what was kind of a transition in my office. Just like how sometimes in the past I used to incorporate other things in my office like implants or other things. So it was kind of a transition. So that took me a little while for my staff and for myself. But once I pass that, and then everything should be straightforward and easy. But I wouldn't really call that challenges, more than kind of a transition, pretty much. So, but that was not very, very hard at all.
How long did it take for you to get into the rhythm of things?
Honestly, not very long. Once I have all my staff on board, and once I have all the supplies and all that, which is pretty much that's what we actually teach. There's a really good program in Progressive that teaches the staff how to put the system together, and then if you really follow that, you shouldn't have any problems with that, and that's how I really started.
So you had your assistant take the dental assistant class?
Yes, she did.
So do you remember your first case?
Yes, I remember my first case because she's my dental hygienist, and the good thing about that was that I see her all the time in my office, and I see the improvement, the progression, all the work that I did. It's kind of working pretty good, and actually it turns out pretty well. And then she's still very, very happy about that.
So what would you tell an interested doctor who's thinking about incorporating ortho into their office? What would your advice be to them?
I would advise them to look into this program first, because this program does not only teaches ortho, but it teaches the basics of ortho, the comprehensive of ortho, plus the other ways to help us incorporate ortho in our practice as well. So it's kind of pretty much like a complete package. It helps the doctor to build some confidence, doing good treatment planning, and then help creating a system in our offices. And also, as I said earlier, there's a program for assistants also, or for staff, pretty much, to learn how to do all that and implement that in the practice, and that helps us on a daily basis.
So in 60 seconds or less, what are the keys to orthodontic success?
I would say have a good education for the doctor, good background education. Also have a good staff that is actually willing to help the doctor to make that happen, and then to have good patients and select, like the program helps us to be selective for the patients, to know exactly what patients to look for that. So all those together actually help to have a really good successful ortho program in our offices.
All right, thank you, Dr. Sarmad.
Thank you.